Week 3 in the NFL delivered another round of excitement as 6 teams secured their first win of the season, while 4 others suffered their first defeat, with several games featuring dramatic finishes. The Baltimore Ravens and Los Angeles Rams earned their first victories, adding to the woes of the Dallas Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers, despite both teams' differing comeback efforts. The previously winless Denver Broncos defeated the previously unbeaten Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the struggling New York Giants pulled off a surprising win in Cleveland. Even the heavily criticized Carolina Panthers managed to secure a victory, beating a Las Vegas Raiders team that had staged an impressive comeback in Baltimore the week prior. Meanwhile, the Kansas City Chiefs improved to 3-0, and the Pittsburgh Steelers and Minnesota Vikings also remain unbeaten, led by their formidable defenses, which continue to dominate opponents. Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson combined for 238 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns as the Ravens ran the ball 45 times out of 60 plays, exploiting the Cowboys' significant weakness against the run. Quarterback Jackson, who has led his team in rushing for the past 5 seasons, now has the support of Henry, meaning the NFL's 2-time MVP no longer has to carry the entire load. Henry recorded his 12th career game with 150 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, just one short of Jim Brown's all-time record. Dallas managed to score 19 points in the fourth quarter, raising concerns after Baltimore blew a 10-point lead the previous week. However, the Ravens held on for a well-deserved first win of the season with a 28-25 victory. Similarly, San Francisco suffered back-to-back losses despite jumping to a 14-0 lead against the injury-riddled Rams, who pulled off a thrilling 27-24 win after a wild final few minutes. Jawan Jennings had an impressive 175-yard, 3-touchdown performance for the 49ers, despite their own injury struggles. Kyren Williams also shined for the Rams, securing a hat-trick as a late Williams touchdown and an even later Joshua Carty field goal handed the Rams their first win of the season, bringing both teams to a 1-2 record. Patrick Mahomes threw 2 touchdown passes, but the Super Bowl champions had to rely on their defense to secure a narrow 22-17 victory over the Atlanta Falcons, moving to a 3-0 record. Mahomes wasn't at his best, and Travis Kelce had another quiet game, but the defense stepped up with 2 crucial late stops as the Falcons kept pushing for the win. Atlanta head coach Raheem Morris might regret not opting for a late field goal, as his team failed to score a touchdown from 6 yards out. However, competing closely with the reigning champions is a positive sign for the Falcons moving forward. The other 3 teams to reach 3-0 on Sunday are more of a surprise, but the defensive performances from Pittsburgh and Minnesota have made them teams to be feared. The Vikings secured their biggest win in 5 years with a dominant 34-7 victory over the previously unbeaten Texans. C.J. Stroud was intercepted twice and sacked 4 times in the lopsided contest. T.J. Watt continues to lead a tough Steelers defense, which has allowed just 26 points across 3 games after a 20-10 win against the Los Angeles Chargers. Under head coach Mike Tomlin, the Steelers have reached the playoffs in all 3 previous seasons where they started 3-0. With backup QB Justin Fields delivering his best performance of the season, they could be just getting started. The Seattle Seahawks are the first team since 1979 to start 3-0 while allowing fewer than 150 passing yards in each game. They were aided by the Miami Dolphins having to use their third-choice quarterback in Seattle's 24-3 victory. The Philadelphia Eagles bounced back from last Monday's tough loss in Atlanta by shutting down a New Orleans Saints offense that had scored 91 points in their last 2 games, securing a 15-12 defensive victory at the Superdome. 3 touchdowns were scored in the fourth quarter after just 3 points were recorded beforehand. Saquon Barkley proved why the Eagles brought him in, breaking the game open with a 65-yard touchdown run, the first of his 2 scores. Despite losing their opener to the Eagles, the Green Bay Packers still look like strong contenders. Backup quarterback Malik Willis led them to a 30-14 win over the Tennessee Titans. Titans quarterback Will Levis struggled against a relentless Packers defense, which sacked him 8 times and intercepted him twice. Green Bay continues to win even without their star quarterback, Jordan Love. Carolina's bold decision to bench former number 1 overall pick Bryce Young paid off, as veteran quarterback Andy Dalton stepped in and became the first quarterback this season to throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, leading the Panthers to their first win of the season with a 36-22 victory. Raiders head coach Antonio Pierce was frustrated by his team's poor response after last week's thrilling win, but the Panthers capitalized, dominating the game. The New York Giants got off to a rough start, fumbling the opening kickoff and falling behind in the first 11 seconds against Cleveland. However, rookie wide receiver Malik Nabers shined with 2 touchdown catches, helping the Giants secure a 21-15 comeback victory. Nabers looks like a rising star, becoming the first player to catch over 20 passes for 250-plus yards and 3 or more touchdowns in his first 3 career games. Bo Nix earned his first win as Denver Broncos quarterback in their victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. While Caleb Williams threw his first touchdown passes, the Chicago Bears lost to the Indianapolis Colts, and the Detroit Lions got back on track with a win against the Arizona Cardinals. NFL Week 3 scores asterisk. Kansas City Chiefs 22-17 Atlanta Falcons. Baltimore Ravens 28-25 Dallas Cowboys. San Francisco 49ers 24-27 Los Angeles Rams. Detroit Lions 20-13 Arizona Cardinals. Carolina Panthers 36-22 Las Vegas Raiders. Miami Dolphins 3-24 Seattle Seahawks. Green Bay Packers 30-14 Tennessee Titans. Denver Broncos 26-7 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Los Angeles Chargers 10-20 Pittsburgh Steelers. Philadelphia Eagles 15-12 New Orleans Saints. Houston Texans 7-34 Minnesota Vikings. Chicago Bears 16-21 Indianapolis Colts. New York Giants 21-15 Cleveland Browns. New England Patriots 3-24 New York Jets.